There we go. All right. Okay, welcome. All right, guys. Let's start with a glass of water. So even if you don't have a glass of water with you, that's fine. You'll just kind of pretend and hold a container. So if they like hard know what we're doing, but I have one. And as I think about this practice, this gift for us as we age, and as we age, there's the main thing that happens to us is we literally dry out and start to desiccate, and the bones start to curl in, all of these things that we are resisting with practice. So we'll just start here with a little blessing. Just hold your container. If you're going to get one, I'll just pause for a moment. Oh, so nice. That's the advantage to having Noah here. Good. All right, and just start to settle into your seat. Find that length from the tail to the crown. And align yourself. So notice if maybe you tend to jut forward, or your chin juts forward. And then allowing the chin to drop slightly, the jaw to drop, eyes to rest. Feeling your breath. And then just before we move on, putting into this container of water whatever you need. If you chose a word or a phrase for 2022, you could put that in the water. If you're feeling a little unsettled, you offer yourself grounding. If you're feeling a little under the weather, you offer yourself health and wellness. If you have pain, you offer yourself healing. Let's take one more breath as you are. And then we'll receive this water blessing. You'll just take a nice gulp into your mouth, and maybe you hold it there for a moment. You move it around, you feel it. You can swallow it down slowly or whatever feels right, but feel that water move through you and down. And then feel free to do that again. And in this way, we offer ourselves hydration, nourishment, and our own blessings. So whenever you're ready, friends, and always just kind of lift the cup up to my third eye. It's just a way of connecting to that water, that gift of life, and just set that aside. And joining your palms together in front of your heart. Just feel this is an act of blessing, an act of self-love to take this time to just simply be. And to that, friends, we'll open with 3 ohms. Inhale, and we're going to release this first inhale. So release it through your mouth. Inhale fully to begin. Bowing your chin, release your hands to your thighs, lift your chin and open your eyes. I'm just going to start with like a little bit of face massage. So just start by just like maybe tapping your forehead a few times from the center out to the temples. Good. And then we'll take the fingers to the center and just paint lines to the temples a few times, just waking up. And you might even go like right the bridge of your nose and press up to the third eye and then out to the temples. Bridge of the nose up to the third eye and out through the temples. And just that one more time. Good. And then stay on the temples. You might move your fingers, and so you're just going to press out towards the skull. So from the temples out, and you could use all 4 fingers here. Just do that a few times. Good. And then we're going to take these little fingers to the cheekbones, just below the eyes, and just tap from the center, maybe bridge of the nose, out to the temples. You might just be using 2 fingers here, just lightly tapping on that bone. And this is the area of your sinuses. So we're going to pause here. You take your fingers, go to the sides of the nose. I'm just using the index in the middle, and I'm going to press from the bridge of the nose to the center of that bone, like if you're in line with your iris. And then you're going to push in and pull this down. And just take 3 breaths. Keep your chin parallel, maybe even drop your eyes, drop your jaw. 1 more breath. You might even feel yourself breathing a little differently. Okay, now keep that pressure and press through the bone and to the temples. And we'll just do that again. Go to wherever you are on the cheekbone and press out to the temples. And last time. Good. Okay, we're going to the eyebrows. So you can take your 2 fingers again and just maybe have the middle finger on the eyebrow and the other one just above it, and just press and trace your eyebrow down to the temples and from the temples to the hairline. And we'll just do that 1 more time after this, so 3 times in total. Good. Okay, come to your jaw. Just tap your jawbone in and out a few times. Yeah. Good. And then we're going to take the hands down to the upper heart. So that's just below the collarbones. And let's bring in your voice. So, yeah, that's all right. Just a little bit of that. Get it out. Good, 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 good. Okay. Good. All right. Take your fingers to, here's the smile of the collarbones. And then there's the collarbones. And we're going to go to the center of that. Whatever it is, don't worry if you're in it or not. Just take them down to the softer part underneath the bone and just start to maybe make little circles there. So you're on the tissue of your upper chest, just below the collarbone, anywhere there. Don't worry too much. You're going to get it right. I promise. Okay, good. Now take 1 hand to your throat. Take the other hand on top and pull the skin down at the same time as you look up. And you're going to bring the hands to maybe the upper chest. Look up, drop your shoulders, lift your heart. Now take the lower jaw and bring it up and over the upper palate, like over your, maybe the teeth move to in front of your top teeth. Good, so just keep holding bottom teeth over upper lip, whatever you're doing there. Good, and then release hands, release yourself. Take a few breaths, just feel whatever that did. Good. Okay, so from here, friends, I am going to take you to lying down, but I want to read you just a very short paragraph first. So you're welcome to lie down if you want, or just stay in your sit. And this is from Bernie Clark. It's a complete guide to yin yoga. But I really, really like how he succinctly explains what we're doing here. So take a big breath. Maybe close your eyes. Yoga was never a competitive sport. It is an inward practice designed to build awareness, non-attachment, equanimity, and contentment. We do not use the body to get into a pose. We use the pose to get into the body. Practiced correctly, yoga can provide all the physiological benefits while offering the deep inner calm and insights treasured by the yogis of old. We simply have to practice mindfully with attention and intention. Take a big breath in. Feel that breath and sigh it out. Okay, good. So we're going to come onto your back. You're going to bring your strap with you and just set it aside. And you could put a blanket under your head if you like. I'm just going to throw a blanket to the child here. Okay. And then once you come to lie down, just take a nice stretch. So just lengthen your arms over your head, extend through your heels. Take the bottom ribs in. And then maybe do a little hip walking. So you'll extend one leg. You hug the other one in, and then the opposite, and then add the arms, so that as you extend one leg, maybe that same arm stretches away. You like Call it climbing the ladder. Do this a few times. And then take a nice big breath, extend through your fingertips, through your heels. And as you exhale, bring your arms down by your sides, turn your palms up, let your feet flop. And just take a few breaths here in Shavasana. Let your face drop, your jaw drop. Good. All right. Bring your right knee into your chest, take your hands, just hug it in and out a few times, and let it be like almost, exaggerate as much as you can. Pull it in as tight as you can, let it move away as much as you can. Good. And then find a place for this where you can be here. Let the knee just drop in towards the chest. Start to rotate this right ankle a few times in each direction. The other thing he said in this book, another quote I was going to read you, but I'm just going to go from memory, change direction again, is that if you roll your ankles, change direction again. If you roll your ankles every day, you'll never have a heart attack. Point and flex. Good. Okay, extend this right leg up to the sky. Take your hands behind the thigh. And just, again, maybe flex your foot, press the thigh into the hands. With the breath. Even if your leg is bent, that's great work, because it's not a competitive sport. We're just using this to bring our attention inward. One more breath. And then lower the leg, take your arms over your head. Take a full breath, extend through the heels, through your fingers. As you exhale, bring the arms down by your side, Pseudo Shavasana. 3 breaths. Just feel that little bit, what's changed. And now bring your left knee into your chest, change the interlace of your fingers. We'll just move this in and out and as much as you can, warming up. And it's not just the hip that's moving, it's the back, it's the sacrum, maybe you feel your right leg. And then find your place here. And we'll start to rotate this left ankle around, maybe 3 times each direction, and then you'll switch. And never have a heart attack if we keep this mobility of our ankles. Good. Okay, one more circling each direction, and then we'll point and flex a few times. So we're warming up the shin, the ankle joint, your foot. And then extend this leg up, keep the opposite interlace of your fingers. Press the thigh into the hands and flex your foot if you can. Breathe here. Soften your shoulders, your face, smile. One more breath. And then release the leg to the floor, take your arms over your head again. Lengthen. I'm going to bring both knees into the chest and just hug them in and out. And again, you might exaggerate this. So as they come in, you lift your sacrum up off the floor if that comes. Whatever it is, you work with your own, whatever you've got today. Good. Okay, last one. And we're just going to hug the knees in. You can let the knees separate if that's what needs to happen. Maybe they can stay together. Soften the shoulders, flex your feet slightly. Take your bottom ribs, press them down. Smile. And then release, arms wherever you like. Feet to the floor, separate your feet apart. Let's do some windshield wiper. Pardon me. Arms out to the side, and then start to rock these knees side to side. So your arms can stay out to the side, but if they want to come over your head, then maybe you, as the knees drop to one side, the opposite arm stretches away. Let's do that a few times. Yes. Good. And then come to rest on your back, arms wherever you like. Mine are still over my head. It could be out to the side. Heel toe the feet a little wider apart. Pigeon toe your feet and drop your knees in towards each other. And then do nothing. Let your jaw go. Soften into your forehead. Good. Okay, we're gonna lift the hips like this. So if you need to walk your feet a little closer, do that so you can feel the outer edges of your feet and lift your toes if you like. Just start by pressing the thighs together so much, knees together so much, and then start to lift your hips. And they don't need to go super high. You might go really slow as you do this. And then exhale, slowly lower down. And separate your knees. Take a full breath in. As you breathe out, bring the knees together, press them together. Inhale, lift your hips even just a little bit. And exhale, soften all the way down. Separate the knees. Inhale. Exhale, knees back together, press them, inhale, and lift your hips. And this time, just rock your hips side to side. Keep them lifted, but like you're just shaking your hips, your tush. Could be fast, could be slow. And then lower all the way down. Separate your knees, heel toe, your feet together. Drop the knees out to the side, little Artichondrasana. But rock your knees side to side. Keep the soles of the feet together. So maybe one knee lifts, then the other. Yes. And then rest in Varasana, 2 breaths. Good. Okay. Bring your knees back up. Okay, guys. So I was going to do, okay. I feel always it's like the spirit of yoga speaking. So bring your feet into hips distance apart. So you can walk them in a little closer if you like. I'm going to take the hands and interlace them behind my head. Okay, so hopefully that's okay. If not, you modify for yourself. All right, take a full inhale. As you exhale, press your bottom ribs down. Start to lift your head and then bring the elbows either side of your head. Keep lifting up. Now we're going to take the right knee and touch it to the left elbow. And then release and just switch sides. Good. Okay, let's do that a few times. Just like that. Exactly that. And I'm going to kick it up a little bit by extending the opposite leg. So here the right knee's coming in, the left leg's going out. Remember this? And then just switching the Edo and bicycle. And I'm going to change the arms a little bit. So as we do this, the next time my left elbow comes to right knee, I'm actually going to extend the left arm. And then bring it back and do the opposite side. So one hand is supporting the head. One hand is reaching. You could do this and you can still have your foot on the floor. Draw your bottom ribs in. Good. Okay, I'm going to speed it up. You have to make the sound effects. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Legs out, arms out. Rest. Breathe deeply into what we have open. Right into the solar plexus, solar fire. Okay, we're going to come up to sitting for a moment. So I'm going to do that through the crib. So my arms are over the head, legs are extended. Okay, inhale. As you exhale, start to lift your head. The arms come up, the chest. If this doesn't work, it's all fine. You just roll over to your side and come up. Good. Okay, heart's good. That's all good because it's not a competitive sport. All right, take your strap, guys. So this is what we're gonna do is, I already have my loop, but you're gonna make a nice big loop and you're gonna put it up around like the tops of your thighs. So I'm just gonna pop on my knees so you can see. So it's like, you can't, the light's terrible. It's beautiful, the light's beautiful. So just like maybe right under the tush, just right at the tops of your thighs, okay? And you're gonna make it tight. Okay, and then once you have that, yeah, I'm just watching. So, okay, I'm watching Noah. You're gonna move the buckle, like she has the buckle way over here. Move the buckle so that, it's like accessible, and then you can make it tighter or looser. Okay, once you have that, take your time. I'll just show you while you're still sitting up. We're gonna come back to lie down. Oh, I'm gonna come through the crypt. All the way down. Okay, once you get down, then you might, make it tighter, looser. You're going to adjust. Okay. Oh, maybe I have it too high. Can't I feel it? Moving it down a little bit. Yeah. Okay, I think I had it a little high. Yeah. So, okay, this is what we're looking for. You'll know if you need to move it down. You want to be able to press your thighs into the strap. And at the same time as you're pressing into the strap, I'm going to move the inner thighs down. So I'm pushing out into the strap. I can feel it on the outer thighs. My feet are flexed, heels into the floor. And imagine those inner thighs are moving down. And you'll know you hit that when you start to feel a little spacious in the back, in the low back. So you're pressing into the strap with your thighs. You're pushing down with the inner thighs. Now I'm going to extend the whole thing by pressing from the, like, maybe I'm going to say this, take the bottom ribs in and extend through your heels. Okay, so take your time. I'm going to say it all over again. Actually, let's do this. Take a big breath and then breathe out. Let yourself kind of rest here in the strap. It's going to feel really good after, so it's worth the time. Okay. If you want to take your arms over your head, you can do that. And we'll just find it again all together. So start by anchoring your heels to the floor, toes point up. And now you press your thighs into the strap as if you want to like open your legs wide, push those outer thighs. Now feel the inner thighs and they're going to press down, and that might be the hardest part to get. Now take your bottom ribs in and extend through your heels. If your arms are over your head, just extend that way too. So keep working it. Outer thighs out, inner thighs down. Bottom ribs in, and then lengthen through the back. One more moment here. Smile, don't take it too seriously. Don't worry if it's not happening, something's happening. Okay, release, take your arms to your hands to the strap, bend your knees, and just slide the strap off. And then just come back to the pseudo shavasana and feel this inner work. Inner work. So that's taking this idea of that pose and filling in. Okay, nice job, guys. Bring both knees in, hug them in and out, a little child's pose on your back, and stretch out the back, and then we're going to come to twist. Okay, so if you need a prop to support yourself, you throw that in. Otherwise, take your arms out to the side. Inhale, and exhale, take both knees over to the right. And turn your head to the left. Okay, we're going to build this twist. So we're starting here in this, I want to say, simplest version. Let's breathe. Melt yourself in. Let's take the right hand and rest it on top of this left thigh. Okay, anywhere there. All right. And now I'm going to take this left arm, bend at the elbow, press the elbow down, lift your left shoulder up, and lift the left shoulder and spin more of your chest to the left, and then re-extend that left arm. Okay. And now take the left arm up and over your head and move your right thumb into this left hip crease, or even your right heel of your hand into the top of the left thigh. Push it away as you reach through the left arm. Take a nice big breath in and out. Good. Okay, take your arms back out to the side. Good. We're going to bring the legs back up as you inhale. And we're not going to the left side yet. I'm going to put the left foot on the floor, right knee over the left, and then exhale and take this package back to the right. Same side, you haven't switched. So now we've crossed it. It's going to be maybe more intense. You might have to release the cross, that's fine. Okay, I'm anchoring this right leg into the left. Now I'm going to take the left arm up and alongside my head. Take the right hand into this, hip crease, front of the top of the thigh. Just push it away. Breathe. Smile. Good. Release. Bring it all the way up and find your pseudo shavasana again. Good. Let's take a few breaths and feel the difference in the two sides. This deep inner work. Good. Okay. All right, second side. So I'm going to bring both knees into the chest, hug them in. And then arms out to the side, exhale, knees over to the left. And just start here in this, let the pose, the shape of the pose, shape what's happening in your inner world. The breath, the twist, the opening, massaging the organs in some way. The whole inner body, the things we don't think about unless they give us reason to. Bathe them with your breath. As if you are irrigating, hydrating. Okay, take your left hand, rest it on the right thigh. Let's take 1 or 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to bring this right arm up and alongside the ear. Stretch it away. Move your left hand to the top of the thigh or hip crease area. Just push that away. Breathe. Okay, you might press your knees towards each other a little more. Just see what can you do to bring a little bit more for yourself in. Take 1 more full breath. Oh, I forgot to. Okay, let's go back. Just take that, stay as you are. Take the right arm out to the side, bend at the elbow, anchor the elbow, lift up and spin your chest more to the right, and then come back. Okay, all right, we're gonna come out just to go back in. So release your hands, come back on your back. Okay, right foot to the floor, left knee over. And as you exhale now, take that over. You might walk the right foot up more to the left. And then take it over. Find what you need, friends. Move that right. Oh, stop there. Move your right foot. Okay, I'm going to press this left shin in towards the right shin. And then we'll bring the arms back in. So left hand finds hip crease or thigh or anything there. It could be waist. Take the right arm up and just take 3 breaths here. Smile. Good. Okay, release, come back onto your back, Pseudo Shavasana. The legs out, arms out. Let's feel all that good irrigation happening. I'm gonna do 1 more twist. Baby is in the worst spot, but okay. Bring your feet together so your legs are together. And then we're gonna keep the right leg where it is. Bring the left knee into your chest. Okay, we're gonna roll onto the right side. Right hand holds this knee. Maybe the left arm goes over your head or out to the side. And then as you exhale, roll yourself over to the right side. Okay, now this left leg can stay bent. Your right leg has to turn, friends. Let it turn. Or the left leg can extend out. Okay, and then the right arm can stay where it is. You might even anchor that right elbow, lift your shoulder. Feel you can spin a little more. Now I'm going to press out through the legs. Now I'm just pushing out through the feet as if I can get longer. My right foot happens to be touching the wall. Just breathe. Smile. Okay, and then if you are extending your legs, maybe even pushing that left hip away, bring all of that in and then soften and just be here for 3 breaths. Good, last breath in. Okay, you're gonna move back onto your back, take your arms out to your side. Let's lift this left leg straight up to the air. Good, bring your right leg up, left leg down. Good, hug your right knee into your chest. And now keep the left hand on the knee, right arm up to the side, and exhale, twist over to the left. Move your left leg, and then keep the right leg bent or straighten it. Good. And then push out through your legs, through that, even that hip crease, push it away. Bring it in, whatever you can, bring in your effort. And then release all the effort and just be here. Breathe nice and deep. You are drinking in all of that fresh vitality, bathing yourself. Good. Okay, I'm gonna roll onto the back with the right leg lifted. Good, lower it all the way down. Pseudo Shavasana. Good, one more breath. Okay, I'm gonna bring the knees into the chest. Let's open the knees apart and just rock them in and out, so as if they're a happy baby, but not. Good. Okay, now we take happy baby. If that's in your wheelhouse, arms on the inside, grab the baby toe edge, or just keep holding the knees. If you want to go deeper, you take the arms, behind the knees and grab hold of the feet, and then you can use the upper arms to press down. Okay, but wherever you are, be in a place where you can smile, receive, press your bottom ribs down, maybe the sacrum down, press the feet up into the hands, and the hands resist. Okay, stay in this shape, but soften your inner body. How can you be here, but just release all your effort? Whatever happens, happens. Let it just be. Two more breaths. Good. Release, bring the knees in. Okay, I'm gonna rock and roll maybe 5, 6, 20 times up to sitting. You can roll to your side and just come up. Otherwise, find your rock and roll and embrace your inner child, your playfulness, even if this doesn't happen for you. If you were 5, would you quit? No, you keep doing it until you got it. But we're not 5, so you have to listen to the body too. That's part of the joys of aging. All right, good. Okay, guys, I'm gonna come to sit in Varasana, and I know that's not everybody's jam. So if that's not your jam, you can sit cross-legged. Otherwise, you build yourself a house, right? Use as many props as you need. And that could be like 5 blocks, your bolster, your blanket. Okay, I'm gonna start with the feet back. I'm gonna take my hands to the calves and I push them down and out a little bit. Okay, and then you go slow, so you're honoring. Oh, heart's gonna build a house. I love it. I'm gonna move up so we can be wherever you are here. Okay, and then once you're here, you take your hands, just draw the kneecap flesh up. Okay, and then if you're comfortable here, no matter where you are, you find that length from the crown of the head to the tail. I'm going to take my hands and just give these feet some love. And that might be 1 foot at a time, 2 feet. You could paint lines with your thumbs or use your fists and just, love the soles of your feet in this shape. Yes. Okay. All right. So I'm assuming you're comfortable. Imagine you have a strap around your thighs. Push the inner thighs to the outer thighs. And then can you take the inner thighs down? And you're going to know when you hit that because the feet might change their position slightly. Good. Okay, take your bottom ribs in if they're lifting up. Bring your hands together. Interlace the fingers. Reach up. Okay, 2 more breaths. Smile. It's good for your knees. Good for your knees. Good. Release your hands. Come out of this, and we're just going to move into a downward dog. Or if you don't like downward dog today, 1 leg back at a time. Otherwise, take your DFD. Good. Breathe. And move as you need to, friends. You know what you need. Good. Okay, 1 more breath. Okay, we're going to lower the knees to the floor. I'm going to walk them up because if I'm going to set up again for Varasana. Okay, so set the block between the feet. I'm going to take, maybe I have to sit down first and then bring your right foot out. See if that works. This is where we're going. If this doesn't work for you, you just sit with 1 leg in Artichondrasana, prop it up, all fine. You still have knee flexion happening. So here we are. I'm going to sit up nice and tall. Take a few moments, just find that lift, moving the inner thighs to the outer thighs, and pressing down. You're going to keep the left hand on the floor, bring the right elbow to the inside of the knee, lift yourself up and turn. And you're anchoring. Just breathe. Turn your head as much as you can. 1 more breath. Good. Good. Okay, release. From here, I'm just going to put my hands on the floor, come up, straighten the legs. And you have your block right there if you need it, bring it in and use your hands and just, move a little bit. Maybe you bend one knee and the other. Yeah, use your block if you need it. If you don't need it, don't, it's fine. We're just going to bend the knee one at a time, one knee, then the other knee. Good. Okay. Now we're going to have both legs straight, pyramid pose, as best as you can. You can send your thighs back. Breathe. Okay. Artichondrasana. So I'm going to balance on the right leg, lift the left leg up. Now you have your block. You can use your block. It comes away from the foot. And then just lift your left leg up. Block or no block, you know. Maybe the left arm's going to lift up. Maybe not. Send your power through your legs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, release. Let's step the left foot beside the right. Okay, I have my block here. You could use it or not. Just take forward fold. Breathe here. Release your head. Feel that the weight is even in your feet between the heels, balls of the feet. Even if your knees are bent, all good. Good. Okay, I'm going to take my block. I'm just going to place it back for Varasana. Find your downward facing dog or whatever you're doing for your sit. It's all fine. Good, breathe. Okay, I'm going to come back down to the knees with the feet, setting up for Varasana or half Artichondrasana. And this time we take the left foot down and you just pause here. Let's feel. Find your length, your inner shape. Good. Okay, right hand down, left elbow to the inside, and we lengthen. And then exhale and twist. Beautiful. Oh, nice. Good. Oh, love it. I look at, I can see beautiful. Heart's got it, all his props there. It looks so good. Excellent. One more breath. Good. Okay. Come out. Hands to the floor. We're just going to straighten both legs. Boom. Grab your block if you need it or whatever you had, or take a time to find the block. Okay, now we're just going to bend one knee and then the other. So hands on your block or whatever you need. Embrace your movement. Yeah, embrace your inner Andre DeGrasse. Starting. Good, okay. And then we're going to come to straighten both legs in pyramid. Pull that left hip back. Breathe here. Use your blocks or no blocks. The yogi knows when they need blocks. Okay, Artichondrasana. So maybe you use your block. Take it away. You're going to lift up onto the left leg. Lift your right leg. Power through your heels, through your thighs. Maybe the right arm lifts. Be here. Lift your chest. The back of your head. Smile. One more moment. Good. And then we'll step both feet together. Take forward fold. Good. All right, we're going to irrigate the arms. So find your balance in your feet. Drop your head. As you inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. And as you exhale, bring the arms down, touch the earth, reach up. And then exhale, slowly come down. So I'm not coming all the way up. I'm keeping that bend in the knees. Just irrigating, nice and slow. We're moving the knees, the hips, the arms. Good. One more. Good. Okay, next time you come up, stay up, reach up. Touch the palms, bring them down in front of your heart, all the way down by your sides. Just breathe. Good. Okay. Inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, open the arms out to the side, fold. Good. Maybe on your block, maybe not. Inhale, lift your head and your heart. Exhale and fold. Okay. I'm going to move my block out of the way. Okay. I'm going to step your right foot to the front of the mat, wherever the front is, left foot to the back. Find your lunge. Okay. And my blocks are right here, so I'm going to bring them in. Okay, so we're here in lunge. We're just going to do a little bit of this bend and straighten. A few times. Good. Last one. Good. Okay. Now turn your left foot so it's pointing, it's parallel to the back of your mat. And we're going to triangle pose. So your right hand is on your block or on the floor. Bring it to the middle shin. And then left hand to your hip. Straighten your legs. Press your thighs back. Open your chest. Lift your arm. And take the ribs back. Power out. Feel there's a strap between your thighs. Can you find the work there? Push the outer thighs out, inner thighs in. And then extend out. Good. Okay. Release. We're going to revolve triangle. So from here, I'm going to lift the back heel. Put that left foot flat. Maybe the right foot needs to come in. Maybe you need to narrow your stance. Pull the right hip back. Left hand stays on the floor, right hand to the hip. Start to turn away from your right leg. Maybe you lift that arm. Be in your legs, my friends. They are the extension of your guts. Good. And then release. Beautiful. Good. Okay. Come into your hands and your knees. We're going to take child's pose. I'm going to use the blocks. I'm going to put them on their lowest height. Hands on the blocks. Maybe I even bring the fingers up to the top of the blocks. The thumb and the pinky are on the outer side of the blocks. Drop down. Okay. And you make it comfortable for yourself. This is your rest. Good. Feel your inner landscape. Good. One more inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, come up to your hands and knees. I'm going to take downward dog with my hands on the blocks. Yogi's choice here. Good. Okay. So now I'm just going to bring that big toes to touch. Keep the right leg where it is. Step your left foot between your hands. If it doesn't quite go, you just grab it. Put it. Be on your blocks. I'm going to put mine on the highest height. And then we're just going to straighten and bend the front knee a few times. Just open your hips, your legs. Yes. That's it. Good. Okay. Triangle pose. So the legs are straight. I'm going to turn that foot out just so slightly so the heel's out more than the toes in the back foot. Bring your left hand in line with your shin, right hand to your hip. Then power through your legs. You open. Imagine there's a strap between your legs, your upper thighs. When you find that work, reach up, look up, embody the pose. Feel your body, your inner body, moving into the shape. Good. Okay, hands down on the blocks. Bring your stride a little closer together. Yeah, turn your back heel out slightly, even, could be more. And then you're going to feel the right hip come down. Okay, now we're going to keep the right hand on the block, left hand to your hip, and you push the hip away, turn, and then lift. Be in this twist. It's a great twist. So much happening here. It's almost like if you're lying on your back with one leg over the other. Good. Okay, release. Good. Okay, I'm going to take downward dog again. I'm not going to use the blocks because we're going to do a donkey kick if this appeals to you. Send your thighs back, hips back. Press the heels of the hands down and forward and lift your heels. Bend your knees. Get into your pounce pose. I'm going to kick myself in the butt 3 times. See if that is interesting, fun. Only one time I've seen somebody flip right over, but he was 3. Okay. Come back down to child's pose. And I caught him. Okay. Breathe. Good. So good. All right, guys. I'm going to take the blocks. So I come to sit up. Okay. Good. Ishmasana. So that's where we lie over the blocks. And 1 block for your head, 1 block for your heart. And the lowest height, second height, third height. Third height is always a challenge, but it's super fun. I'm actually going to take it from Varasana. And so you put the blocks, I'm on the highest height. Don't let that, you are working at your own practice, So if this works for you, you can sit with your legs out, cross-legged, feet on the floor, any of that. And then you take your block at whatever height you have it. And lift the heart. See if I can get the shoulder blades to rest on the block. And then maybe something for behind your head. That's always the hardest one to place. So be kind and compassionate. Don't, it's not a competitive sport, right? You go where you need to be. Maybe you can find that work of the legs as if there's a strap there. But really here, I'm throwing this in just to get some opening to the lungs. We want our lungs to be vibrant and healthy and working at the fullest capacity they're able to. Okay, so now you've been in it for a little bit. If you feel like, oh, I wish I would have gone higher, you just take the block from behind your head and change the height. That will change where you are in your lift of your chest. Okay, you can stay exactly as you are, or we take the arms, we reach up to the sky. And then as you exhale, you start to take these arms over your head, pull the bottom ribs in at the same time. And they don't, obviously, they might touch the floor, they might not. Just reach, breathe, embody this shape from the inside. Smile. And then release your arms to a place. I'm just going to hold my feet here because I'm in Varasana, so I can. And now do nothing. Just really soften yourself into this. Smile. And that just softens the temples, the eyes, all, like I said, the sinuses are located, your upper and lower sinuses around the eyes. And you want them to be free flowing. So let all that tension go. Okay, now I'm going to either come up, press yourself up, or roll to your side to come out. And as soon as you do that, I'm going to take the blocks out of the way. Okay, we're going to lie flat. I'm going to stay in Varasana because I can do this. It works for me and it's comfortable-ish. But stretch your legs out. If you're in cross-legged, change the cross. Okay, so just be on your back. The legs is just a bonus, whatever you choose to do here. Take your arms above your head or shoulder height and just do nothing for a few moments. Good. Okay. All right, guys, so this is what's going to happen next. So I'm still in Varasana. If your legs are in any other shape but Varasana, just stretch them long. Good. Okay, now we're going to bring the right foot to the floor. And I've just done that for myself too. Now bring the right knee into your chest. Hug it in. Okay, if you're in Varasana, you're going to really feel this. And you're going to soften around it. Okay, wherever you are, you do the work of softening. If you have your leg extended, add a little flexion into your feet. One more breath. Okay, we're going to stretch the leg up, take the hands behind the thigh like we did at the very beginning. But now we've done all this beautiful leg stuff. Okay, a little flexion. Inhale. Now as you exhale, lift your head up. Take the hands up behind the leg a little more. Just be here. I'm still in Varasana, so I'm getting this incredible stretch on the left thigh. Okay, flex your feet. Good. Lower down, release the leg. Okay, take a moment, and then we're going to switch sides. So if you're in Varasana, you'll sneak the left leg out and then put the right leg back. And otherwise, find it, bring that left thigh in, change the interlace, hug it in for a few moments. Breathe and smile. Soften. And then extend the leg up, opposite interlace behind the thigh. Soften. Really soften. So it's an inhale. The exhale to let the ribs soften, everything soften. And then inhale, lift your head, reach up higher behind the leg. Good. Okay, one more breath. And then release. And we'll just stretch both legs out, no matter where you are. So release from Varasana if that's where you are. Good. Okay. Find your blocks, or one block, 2 blocks. We're going to just put them underneath the sacrum. So you can go lowest height, middle height, highest height. You know, you might want 2 blocks together. They can stack lowest or highest. You're just going to lift your hips and then put those blocks. I'm going to use 2 blocks today, side by side. And, you know, again, not a competitive sport. So if being on the lowest height is your jam today, then you just go, oh yeah, that's perfect for me. And we find contentment. We find equanimity. You know, we are deeply honoring that this body is capable of everything you just did in today's practice. At its own pace, its own level, and you just, wow, me, look at me. I was telling Hart this little story I remember from probably like 12 years ago. I went to class and I'm sitting waiting. The teacher came in and she said, you know, somebody outside just asked me if this class was hard. And I said, yes, it's hard. And, you know, I remember it so distinctly because we did this in class the other day. You know, child's pose would be very hard. This, maybe it's hard. Okay, but that doesn't mean it's not worth doing. When you soften that hardness, you go, okay, I'm here now, so I have to make the best of it. A metaphor for life. And if you wish to, let's do one leg at a time. So I'm going to heel toe the feet a little closer together. Bring one knee in, whichever one you like, extend it up. Maybe you keep the other leg on the floor or you stretch it out. You might need to hold on to your blocks, make sure they're stable. Okay, I'm just allowing the legs to kind of soften whatever direction they want to go. A little flexion into the feet, just to, you know, maintain the hips. And they're not all loosey-goosey. And then change however you need to do that. Change. I'm saying to Hart, I keep finding all these long hairs. I know they're not mine. I know they're not mine. They're not mine. Rachel left them for me. Then take one more breath. And then, friends, if you want to stay on your block for a little bit and hang out, that's fine. Otherwise, we'll come off the block or blocks if you used to. And then once you come down, I'm just going to come back to happy baby. Let's hug these knees in. Maybe you rock a little bit side to side on this happy baby. Just make it happier. You even extend one leg as one knee comes, so one heel comes in. You know, just be a happy baby here. So we rock a little bit. We're just massaging back in the opposite way we do when we do our rocking moves. Good. Okay, bring the soles of the feet together. And you could interlace your fingers over the baby toe edge of your feet, or you could even just hold on to the shins and just do nothing. Let the shape do the work. You just soften around it. Let the jaw go. Let the hips rest into whatever you are here, holding the feet or holding the shins. Good. All right, and then bring the knees in. We're going to move into Shavasana. So you need to roll up and suit up. You can do that and have your bolster. My bolsters. Something for your head. That's okay. Where did it go? And something maybe to cover your eyes is always a nice way to just really bring yourself in very quickly. So you do that. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, I love it. When I see us in our own spaces all come into rest. You know, it's such a great gift we give ourselves to just feel Feel what we've done. It was always my favorite part of aerobics and never lasted long enough. Let's be here. Scan your body for any place you're holding tension. It could be so subtle. The forehead, the eyes, temples, the ears, sides of your neck, front of your throat, the back of your heart, your shoulder blades, the outer shoulders, the rib cage, the right arm, the right hand, left arm, the left hand, front of your belly, your low back, right hip, left hip, center of your hips, your inner thighs, the outer thighs, the right leg, right foot, the left leg, the left foot, the entire being resting, your jaw, your tongue, your eyes, forehead, back of head. Feeling into the aura that is yours, your energy, the soles of your feet to the crown of your head. Just feeling your breath settling within you. The bridge, your outer world and your inner world. Release yourself more deeply. Anywhere you can, be heavy. Release anything hard with what is soft, what is tender, compassionate, loving. Soothe yourself at this moment. And friends, staying in the arrest, if that's where you wish to end this practice, it's beautiful and lovely. Otherwise, we'll start to just wiggle fingers and toes, and ankles and wrists, just knowing that irrigating your ankles and your wrists is such an important thing to do. You can lengthen your arms over your head, your heels, draw your ribs in, so we lengthen from the back. And then bringing your knees into your chest, or just staying with bent knees for a few moments. And just take maybe 3 breaths here. Then we just honor this rest with gentle awakening. And do the same thing as I roll to my right side and just rest there for at least 3 breaths. There is a magic place on your side where you feel everything just once again drop into heaviness. And you want to receive that. And awakening and lifting yourself up whenever you feel ready. As you come into your sit, just take that time to just feel what you've done, this shift of energy, and we'll sit up a little taller, maybe change to your non-habitual cross. I feel like I want to sit in cow's head pose, just we did all this great hip stuff. So if you like that, you can do that too. And then as you're ready, you'll inhale. On your exhale, bring these hands together at your heart as if you are just honoring all that you are and all that you offer yourself. This is where you live. Just feel like you've cleaned house. So into that, friends, as you inhale, grow nice and tall. Lift your chin and exhale this breath. And we'll just give you a moment here if you want to turn on gallery view. And you don't have to turn on your video, but if you want to, then nice way to close. Good. Okay. And then I'm just going to change the cross. We seal this practice with our May We Be Blessed mantra. And one Om, inhale. May we be blessed with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be healthy, and may we be happy. One Om, inhale. And take a nice big breath. Breathe into your hands. Catch your breath. Maybe put whatever you put into your water, put it here. And when you're ready, you lift your chin, open your eyes, and just bless yourself with that. And then send it out. Bless everybody with that. Good. And then take all of those blessings that have been put out by all of us into your heart. Yes. And so much love and honor. Yes, guys. I see you. I feel you. Thank you for being here. Happy Sunday. Happy full moon, full of blessings. Thank you for being here. So much love, guys. Have a great rest of this day. Namaste.